Hello everyone, I'm Reckless Nymph. Today we'll be exploring your peace of mind in your relationship. We'll talk about how you feel about the connection, what makes you feel secure about it, any problems affecting your peace of mind, and how you can improve your comfort within the relationship. Then we'll close the reading with some oracle cards that look into what lessons you can learn to improve overall peace in your life. I'll try my best to maintain a neutral tone while reading, that way the messages can cover different types of relationships. However, if the context appears to be primarily focused on a romantic relationship, I will adjust the reading accordingly. So, feel free to take away what feels meaningful to you and disregard anything that doesn't resonate. Now, think of any person, then choose the pile that you feel drawn to the most. Take your time, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you picked this Ace of Swords and this stone, then this reading is for you. So I picked the Ace of Swords because the goal here is to find clarity in your situation. Now, I will draw 4 cards that will each represent answers to different questions I have prepared for this reading. So this first card is going to answer how you feel about this connection. And the second card is about the good things about this relationship that make you feel secure. This third card is about the difficulties or problems that are affecting your peace of mind in this relationship. And this last one is about what you can do to feel better and more at ease in this relationship. Now, my goal is not to read into romantic relationships. I want to be open to any sort of connection that this might be about. And I also just want to pull some cards to clarify each answer. So first off, let's look into how you feel about this connection. So we have the Knight of Cups, clarified by the Empress. So again, this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, but I will read it in 2 ways. I think one way that you could be feeling about this connection, if it is a romantic relationship, is that everything seems to be going in a positive direction right now. You might be feeling hopeful about this connection, and I'm getting that there is this sense of trust that is developing or even deepening within this connection. I think that it might be the first time that you have come across a person who knows exactly how to approach you, all the proper ways to treat you, and they know what actions to take in order for you to feel loved, adored, and appreciated. I think that you and this person might share the same love language, so everything that they do, you immediately recognize it as an act of love. And I think that this connection is in a very positive place right now. There's harmony between you and this person. There is definitely a mutual exchange here of positive emotions as well as actions. Again, I'm getting that the biggest thing that you feel right now in this connection is this deepening sense of trust. So, what else can I see here? This person might have entered your life during a period of uncertainty. It could be that you were entering a period of depression or or you had a lot of challenges going on. You might have felt alone in your life. Not alone as in lonely, but alone as in you don't have anyone that you could lean on. It's either they came in at that time, or these cards are highlighting the moments that you appreciate the most. So for some of you, this person is someone that you find incredibly reliable, someone who will take initiative and be there for you, sometimes even without you asking. I'm getting that they're very emotionally invested in this connection and towards you. And if this is not a romantic connection, then I think that the same could apply, in that there's still love present. It's just not in a romantic sense. So this person is still caring towards you. They take initiative when it comes to your needs, and serving those needs. There's a deepening sense of trust between the two of you. There's reliability. So I think the way that you feel about this person and this connection is that they might make you feel that you're carrying a lighter load, and that the challenges that you are facing at present, or these are multiple instances throughout your life since you've known this person, that they've been consistently showing up for you. So they are making it so you don't feel that you're alone in this. Now, let's look at the good things about this relationship that make you feel secure. So we have the Nine of Cups, clarified by Justice. So this is interesting because if you'll see, the numbers are mirrored here. So I think the thing that you feel best about this connection, the thing that makes you feel the most secure about this connection, whether or not it is romantic, is that the love and the care here that is being expressed is mirrored, it is reciprocal, it is mutual. So if you care deeply about this person, then they feel the same way about you. And if you are invested in this connection, then they feel the same way about this connection as well. And if this person is always around for you, despite them recognizing that you're able to handle yourself and take care of yourself, and that you might even have a very solid support system, I think that you feel the same way about this person, in that despite seeing that they're a completely capable person with all the strengths of someone who can carry themselves through their own challenges, you are still wanting to be part of their support system. You are still wanting to do whatever it is that you can to help lighten the load for this person, to support this person, and likewise to make them feel that they're not alone. So it might be that you feel this sense of responsibility because this is how this person expresses their care towards you, and you feel that it is only fair for you to reciprocate that. So I think that speaks to how much your person cares and how much they take initiative, and it also speaks to how much I think you want balance and equality in your relationships. So for me, this is about whatever it is that you express is being expressed towards you as well. What else can I see here? I think this is a perfect example of when love is honest, because when love is honest, it feels liberating, it feels freeing. You feel that you can be yourself, because if your true self is someone who is generous towards others and that is not being reciprocated, that can hurt. Like, for example, if you approach someone with bids for connection and it's not being reciprocated, of course, it's not going to make you feel secure in a relationship. But because the way, again, the way that you express yourself in this connection is being reciprocated equally by your person, whether or not this is a romantic connection, I think this is, again, what makes you feel the most secure about things. I think that it's also another thing that you appreciate about this relationship is that there is a mutual understanding between you and this person. You might be similar in the way that you express your love and care towards others. So you and this person might have similar love languages. So it's easier for you to really see and understand one another. And that's why the way that you express yourself towards them is the same way that they express themselves towards you, because again, you have the same love language. So if, for example, my love language is words of affirmation, and this is the way that I show up in a relationship to someone, and they share that same love language, then they're going to understand immediately that I care for them. They're going to feel cared for, and that is going to be reciprocated. And then it becomes this sort of cycle where two people are just continuously expressing care for one another, and that might be why there's a deepening sense of trust between you and this person. I think that most of all, you and this person deeply understand one another, or immediately and easily understand one another. I think that you can see both the positives and the negatives in each other's situations and in how you approach those situations and what is being inflicted towards you. I think that it's easy for them to see where you might fall short and understand why that is. And then at the same time, they can see all of the things in the middle. So I think it's just about when you have an experience, and for some people, they're filtering that through their unique lens, and then seeing you and how you approach things based on their understanding of themselves. But again, because you and this person that you have in mind are so similar, you don't have to explain anything to them. They just understand you. Now, what is it about this connection that affects your peace of mind? What difficulties or problems are present? So we have the Eight of Wands clarified by the World. So I think that the biggest difficulty or problem affecting this connection at the moment is that you might feel that it's soon coming to an end. So depending on what sort of relationship this is, there might be some things going on outside of the connection that are going to pull you and this person apart. So that could be that there's going to be a physical distance between you and this person, and that is going to deeply affect this connection. Of course, you can always keep in touch with your person, but we can't deny that there are some things that will change once there's physical distance between two people. You're not going to see them as much. There might be a big time difference. So the interactions are just not going to be the same. it could also be that there are some big challenges going on with one of you emotionally. For some of you, I'm getting that big changes have happened in the other person's individual life that is keeping them from continuing to participate in this relationship. It might be that tragedy has struck their family or has struck their personal lives in some way, and that is bringing a halt to you and this person coming together, interacting, or deepening your relationship further. So if this is, for example, a work connection, then it could be that someone's contract is ending and they're moving back to where they are originally based. If this is a family member, then tragedy could have struck in their immediate family that is keeping them from staying with you and deepening the connection with you. If this is a romantic connection, then there might be things going on in their personal lives that is putting this physical distance between the two of you, so they might have to move because of their family. There might be some things going on in their hometown or in your hometown that is making them have to leave. It could be that there are disputes within the family, disputes having to do with work. And I don't think that whatever this is that is causing problems in the connection is coming from your person. I think that it's something outside of the connection that is beyond their control and beyond your control. You might fear that this connection can't continue any further. I'm not getting any bitterness here about this. I think it's more, again, that feeling that it's out of your control. So this might be a confusing period for you and this person. It might be especially confusing for this person if they're the ones that have to leave. You might feel that things are changing so quickly, that things are, again, out of your control. You might feel this person slipping away, and you cannot even be angry towards them because I'm getting that this is not their fault. Again, this is something that's beyond you or this person's control. And the most that you can do is to be angry about the situation itself and to feel this sort of, I wouldn't say it's grief, but that is the closest word I can think of. Like knowing that someone's going to be at a huge distance from you and sort of grieving that loss. You're not truly losing this person, but there is loss on some level, and that is what you're grieving here. You might be feeling disappointed about this event, whatever this is, and finding it difficult to confront it. This person might feel the same way since you two are so similar and approach things so similarly. Now, what is it that you can do to feel better and more at ease in this connection? So we have the High Priestess, clarified by the Three of Wands. So the first thing that I'm getting is understanding. And the second thing that I'm getting is grieving. So with understanding, I think that it's important to remember that change is a natural thing that happens in life. And sometimes changes that happen in life, again, are beyond our control. And just because this person will be distant from you, either physically or emotionally or energetically, doesn't mean that you are alone. So you might be feeling that because this person will be away from you, that you're going to enter back that period wherein you didn't have this person and you felt that you had no one. I'm getting that there are a lot of heavy emotions right now, and you might be hiding these emotions, and this person could be doing the same, again, because you guys are so similar, right? But it might be important to talk about this with your person, because it helps the both of you to stay grounded during such an emotionally turbulent time. So if you and this person will communicate about how you feel about the situation, it could actually strengthen the connection. And another thing that I'm getting is that you should allow yourself to grieve. Now, you're not going to lose this person, but there is going to be that distance. And you have to acknowledge that, yes, that is a form of loss, and it's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to cry about it. It's okay to feel however you will, even if it's tinged with anger. So you might be angry about the circumstance, but try not to be angry with your person if this is something that's out of their control. It might be more difficult for them to deal with, especially if they're the ones who's going through something here that is forcing this change. I think it's also important to remember that just because there will be a distance between the two of you doesn't mean that it is going to get in the way of your growth. You can still grow even if this person is not around to directly influence that. Of course, you might feel alone without this person, alone in your journey, but you're not alone because you have this connection. And this connection doesn't stop to exist just because there will be a physical distance between the two of you, or an energetic distance if they're going through a lot. What else am I seeing here? I think that it's also important to remember that you can't lose this connection, in that you'll always carry it with you. The both of you will always carry it with you, because this connection is grounded in something that can't be ripped away. You and this person came together, developed this connection, developed this trust based on shared experiences or similarities of some sort. And these things are so abstract, it's not something that you can take back. And this experience is something that you can't take back. And it might help you to find comfort in that. Now, let's end the reading with some oracle cards. I just want to use these new decks that I got. So, we're pulling a card from each deck, and I want to look into what you can learn from this relationship to feel more peaceful in your life overall. So, the first is aromatherapy. And the next is I can forgive people quickly, release my resentment, and set myself free. Let me just move this to the side. Okay. So, what is it that you can learn from this relationship to feel more peaceful in your life overall? So, this person might have come into your life to teach you a lesson about forgiving yourself, let's say. So, if this person came around a time when you felt very alone in your life, that you had no one else to lean on, you might have experienced a lot of anger because of that. So, if you feel that you're alone and you're angry towards others because of this, or you're angry towards yourself because you feel that sometimes you're helpless because you only have yourself to rely on, you have to forgive yourself, and you have to give yourself some time and some room to make mistakes and to make progress at your own pace. So instead of trying to achieve everything you want quickly, learn to forgive yourself quickly, and learn to forgive others when they're not able to show up because they might be dealing with a lot as well. And if you're able to release this resentment, then of course you are liberating yourself from this burden of feeling alone and feeling that this is something that's being inflicted on you. And then with aromatherapy, I'm getting this article that I read about how specific scents can be linked to specific memories. So I think that what I'm getting here is that there might be some scents that you associate with this person. Maybe you guys like scented candles. Maybe they have a specific perfume that they always use. Maybe you guys go to a place that has a certain smell, like if you guys go out hiking and you get that smell of the trees, or you go to the beach and you get that smell of the ocean, then it might be comforting for you to take note of the smells that you link to this person. And when you miss them, it might help you to go back to wherever you can find these scents to sort of reconnect with your person and the experience of being around them. So I think that is all that I'm getting here, and I will end the reading here. So thank you, pile number 1, for watching this reading all the way through. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like. That way I know that you want to see more videos just like this. Subscribe to enjoy regular tarot readings, and let me know in the comments what you'd like me to explore next. Share how this reading resonated with you. I would love to hear your thoughts. I appreciate your time and attention. I'll see you in the next one. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this Ace of Swords and this stone, then this reading is for you. So I just picked the Ace of Swords because my goal in this reading is to help you find clarity in the situation. Now I will pull 4 cards with 1 clarifying card for each, and these cards will answer questions that I had prepared for this reading. So the first one is, how do you feel about this connection? The next is, what are the good things about this relationship that make you feel secure? Third is, what difficulties or problems are affecting your peace of mind in this relationship? And the last one is, what can you learn or what can you do to feel better and more at ease in this relationship? And we'll also pull a clarifying card for each. So let's start. Also, this doesn't have to be for a romantic connection, but if it does apply to a romantic connection, I will let you know. So how do you feel about this connection? First of all, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So how do you feel about this connection? I think the main thing I'm getting here is that you might feel that despite you and this person giving the same to this connection in ways that can be measured, you might feel that it is still not equal. So your person might continually miss the mark when it comes to your expectations. Now, if you think of things that you can give in a relationship that can be measured. Let's say time. Let's say that you and this person spend quality time, and when you're together, you're basically spending the same amount of time when you're hanging out, right? But you might feel that it's not equal because let's say that you're the one who has to drive to this person or travel to this person somehow, and you might count that as time that is involved in spending time with this person. So immediately for you, you don't see it as being equal because you're putting in extra time and extra effort just to spend time with this person. And they might not be doing the same by chance, or they might not be doing the same deliberately. If it's not deliberate, then you might feel that it's unfair that the circumstances make it so your person never has to travel to you. Maybe they're not as financially secure as you, and they cannot afford to be traveling to you all the time. Maybe they don't have as much freedom as you. Like, for example, let's say that their family doesn't allow them to go out all the time. What else can I think of? They might also be in a relationship that doesn't give them much freedom, so you might not be spending as much time together because of that. It could be that they're short on time. Time for them is a luxury because they're chained to their office desk. So there's something here wherein you and your person are both giving to the relationship, but you feel that it is not equal. And there might be some resentment brewing on your side, but I feel that it might be difficult for you to build this resentment because the resentment is not grounded on anything. It could be, well, at least what I'm feeling here is that whatever this reason is that your person is not giving the same as you in this relationship. And again, what I'm seeing is that you are both giving the same, at least in the ways that can be measured. I think that it's hard for you to build resentment for this person because whatever this is, it's out of their control. You might feel that it's not fair and that they should find ways around it, that they should take initiative. You just feel that they could do something about it if they wanted to. You might feel that you're always having to be the bigger person in this connection, and that you're always the one who's giving more to this connection in ways that might not be seen or appreciated. So you might be performing some kind of like invisible labor here. Now, what are the good things about this relationship that make you feel secure? So we have the Emperor and the Ace of Pentacles. So what is it about this relationship that makes you feel secure? So the first thing that I see is that for you, this relationship is an opportunity to be yourself. I think that normally when you put yourself out there, you don't show who you truly are to people right away, because you might be afraid of them being intimidated by your nature. And your nature might be, you might be very strong-willed or opinionated. You might be a very fiery person. You might have a lot of energy that people can't keep up with. So I think part of what makes you feel secure in this relationship is that this person accepts you for who you are. They're not similar to you. I don't think that this person can keep up with your energy, but I think the great thing about this person is that, again, they accept you for who you are. You don't have to hide, and in fact, you cannot hide. This person sees through you. So if normally you have to perform in front of other people and show yourself differently at first, with this person, it might be easier for you to let your guard down and to let go of control and allow yourself to be yourself. And I think that this relationship also serves as an opportunity for you to grow, in that because this person allows you to be who you truly are, it helps you to be open to others being different from you and showing up differently from you in relationships. So this might also be something that you're struggling with right now. So again, if you and this person are giving the same in this relationship in ways that can be measured, but you feel that it's still not equal, again, part of what makes this relationship feel secure for you is that your person is allowing you to be yourself, to show up in the relationship as yourself, and they're also giving you the time and the space and the patience to basically surprise them. So if you are building resentment towards this person but finding it difficult to, it's because, again, this relationship is an opportunity for you to understand others and to allow yourself to be surprised by others in the unique ways that they're going to show you their love and care for you. And likewise, this person is allowing you the time and the space and the patience to surprise them. What else am I seeing here? I think another thing that makes you feel secure about this connection is that you feel stronger around this person. I think because you are the fiery energy in this connection, and your person seems to be more like an earth energy, like someone stable, someone reliable, someone constant in your life. It puts you in this mindset, I guess, of being someone that can also be relied on, but more in like a fiery way. So you might be feeling protective towards this person. It adds to your sense of purpose and meaning to be in this connection, because this connection supports your positive self-image, in that you're allowed to be yourself in this connection, and then you're realizing by being in this connection the positive ways that you show up for other people, and that might be in being protective of others, of being relied on as someone who can be a source of support. You might be this person's cheerleader, this person's protector. So there's a lot of opportunity for growth in this connection. Now, what difficulties or problems are affecting your peace of mind in this relationship? So first off, we have the Two of Pentacles, clarified by the Hermit. So what difficulties or problems are affecting your peace of mind in this relationship? So I'm getting the same message, in that this is a continuous process that you're going through. It might not be easy for you to, again, deal with this person, because you have your differences. So again, you might be giving to the relationship in a way, or giving to the relationship in ways that can be measured, but you feel that you're still giving more. And this might be hard for you to grapple with, especially if you and this person don't have the same love language. So the way that they might share in a connection, the way that they might show up in a connection, the way that they give love in a connection is different from yours. So the ways that they give to the connection might not immediately read to you as love. You might not see it as anything special. You might see it as something basic, or you might not see it at all and take it for granted. And you might be expecting this person to give in the same ways as you. So I think that this is something that you're aware of, and something that you're working on at the moment, or something that you are naturally coming to terms with, something that you're naturally realizing and understanding while being in this connection. So the biggest problems that I see here is that, again, this is a process that is not easy. It's mostly internal, but I think that outside of this, I don't see any big problems in the relationship. I think that the biggest challenge here is just that you're seeing a person who is different from you, and that is making you see things from another perspective, that is making you consider things in another perspective. This person's gentleness, this person's patience and compassion is opening you up to another way to see others and to see the world around you, and to process people's actions. And this is not an easy thing to grapple with. I think that the biggest thing that this person has taught you is how to be responsible for others, and how to be responsible for yourself, and allowing people to be, or to show up in a relationship the way that they will, without you controlling that, and surrounding yourself with people, being responsible for yourself, and that you're surrounding yourself with people, more and more with people who understand you and who accept you for who you are. And then being responsible for others, in that you're knowing when not to exercise control. What else do I see here? Again, I'm getting that this is just a natural, slow process that is happening. There's a period of growth that is going on right now in this relationship. This relationship itself is entering that period of growth. I don't think that your person is deliberately trying to make you see these things, but I think that you do see them as sort of a guide for you. And part of why this is not easy for you to deal with is because by being in this connection, you're seeing your own shadows. And by being with this kind of person, you're encouraged to carefully deal with that shadow self. So I think overall this person is a really good influence on you. Now let's look into what you can do to feel better and more at ease in this relationship. So first we have the Eight of Cups, and it's clarified by the King of Pentacles. So what can you do to feel better and more at ease in this relationship? I think that if things sometimes get confusing or emotionally overwhelming, it's good to hold on to that fiery energy of yours and to keep yourself from giving up this connection and allowing yourself to remember how far you've come because of this connection and how much more there is that you can learn from this connection. So it's about sticking to your commitments. You may not be committed to this person in a romantic sense, but I think that on some level you do feel responsible for this person, especially if they're your friend and if there is a real friendship here. Now, if this is a familial connection, then I would say that friendship can still exist within family ties, because although we're born into our families and it's not our choice who our family members are, it's still our choice whether or not to build on a connection with these people, and it's still our choice whether or not we're going to approach the family that we're born into and each individual person in it with love and responsibility and respect. So there's something here about commitment, and I think that that commitment can exist no matter what kind of relationship this is. So you might feel responsible for this person because you both have a bond, and this person has had a positive influence on you that you are aware of. And it's important to remember how far you've come because of this connection and how much further you can grow because of this connection. And that might motivate you not to let things go when things get tough and confusing and overwhelming for you. I think that there is a potential for you to continue growing as a person because of this relationship. The road towards that is not going to be easy, and it's going to take a lot of work, but at least the opportunity is open to you. And I think if you are looking to be yourself, but in a more balanced way, in a more positive way, to bring out the positive aspects of yourself that are already present and to strengthen that, then that is totally possible within this relationship and through this relationship. What else can I see here? I think don't be mindful of the time that it takes for you to grow as a person. I'm getting that it can take, again, a lot of time and it can take a lot of effort, but it is going to be worth it in the end. It's going to bring about a lot of abundance in ways that you might not be able to imagine now. So, by focusing on yourself and how you can improve yourself, instead of focusing on how you can improve this person or how you can improve others, and exercising control on yourself rather than on others, it is going to affect you positively. It is going to affect you directly in a positive way. This is something that is totally within your control. There's not going to be any resistance because you're doing this to yourself. I mean, there might be some resistance, but it won't be the same as if you were exercising control on others. And by doing this, by focusing on the self instead of on others, and by controlling the self instead of others, you're not just going to grow as a person, but you might end up attracting other things that add to your growth and your abundance. So this could come in the form of relationships, steady, balanced, healthy relationships. This could come in the form of wealth, which we can't deny is sometimes built off of connections, and a myriad of other things. Now, before we end this reading, I want to use some oracle cards. So I got these decks, they're fairly new. And I just want to pull some cards, one card from each deck, about what you can learn from this relationship to feel more peaceful in your life overall. So from this one, let's pull one card. We have spend time with animals. And with this one, we have all is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of the situation, only good will come. I am safe. Lewis Hay. So, what is it that you can learn from this relationship to feel more peaceful in your life overall? So, the first thing I'm getting with this card, spend time with animals, wasn't actually about spending time with literal animals. I felt that you should spend time with a person or a bunch of people who are like animals. So these people, they are like raw and unfiltered. They're completely themselves. They're completely in touch with themselves and with who they are, and they accept who they are. And this is not about if you have a really abrasive personality. It's not about being proud of that and embracing that and not caring about how it is affecting others. I think it's about surrounding yourself with the right people who are in touch with themselves, who have self-awareness, who balance any negative aspects of the self, who are aware of these things and choose to work on it. And of course, this might also be about spending time with actual animals, spending time in nature. Because when you spend time with animals, something that it teaches you is not being controlling. So, for example, if you have a pet, especially if you have a pet cat, I have a pet cat. One of the biggest lessons you can learn is that you have to let them be. And you have to love them for who they are. When you get a kitten, you don't know what they're going to be like when they grow up. You don't know what their personality is going to be like. And whatever that personality is, it's like a child. Like, if you're going to have a kid, you better be ready for whatever their personality is going to be. You can do your best to, I guess, like a pet, train them on, how to treat others with respect, how to protect themselves. And I think it's just about that. It's just about knowing how to treat others with love and respect and understanding and patience, the same way you would an animal. These animals, especially if you have a pet, these animals, you can't control what their personality is going to be like. So you kind of just, you're stuck with accepting them for who they are, and that's part of the fun. It's like part of the fun of having a pet is learning these things. And I don't really know how to explain this, but I think that if you have a pet, for some people I think it comes naturally, but for me I had to learn that. I did not adopt my cat, my ex-boyfriend did, and then I had to learn to take care of this cat and to just accept him for who he is and whatever his personality is, and to exercise patience, especially because whatever he does, he's just acting out of instinct, and he's always, no matter how old he gets, he's always going to be a baby. So I think having a pet really teaches you a lot about patience. And within the context of this reading, I think that that's something that you need to learn based on what we saw in the cards, that you need to be able to relinquish control and allow others to be who they are. And even if you surrender control, I think that this card is talking about how everything is going to work out. And if you focus your control on yourself and less on others, it's still going to bring you positive effects. So everything that's happening right now within this connection and how it's affecting you and how you view and approach others is for your highest good, and only good things can come from it, especially if you approach things with a good heart and with more control towards the self than on others. So I think that is everything that I'm getting, and I will end the reading here. Thank you so much, pile number 2, for watching this reading all the way through. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like. That way I know that you want to see more videos just like this. Subscribe to enjoy regular tarot readings, and let me know in the comments what you'd like me to explore next. Share how this reading resonated with you, because I would love to hear your thoughts. I appreciate your time and attention. I'll see you in the next one. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this Ace of Swords, as well as this stone, then this reading is for you. So I chose the Ace of Swords because my goal is to help you find clarity in your situation. Now, I will pull 4 cards to answer some questions that I had prepared for this reading, and I will also pull a clarifying card for each. So the first one is about how you feel about this connection. This one is about the good things about this relationship that make you feel secure. This is about the difficulties or problems that affect your peace of mind in the relationship. And this one is about what you can do to feel better and more at ease in this relationship. So the relationship doesn't have to be romantic, but if I do see a romantic relationship in the reading, then I will let you know. So let's get a clarifying card for each, and then we can start the reading. So first off is, how do you feel about this connection? So we have the Three of Cups clarified by the Eight of Cups. So there might be some emotional instability in this connection. I would say that this could still apply to everyone. For some of you, this is a third-party situation if this is a romantic relationship. For some of you, this could be sibling rivalry. This could be unfair treatment within the family. Or it could be, this could be a friend group wherein you feel that you are the odd one out, or that you're just the third wheel in the connection. So this might be about a group dynamic and how you're feeling that you're the most neglected out of everyone in this group. I would say that there's an emotional distance that's kind of brewing because of this. You might find it difficult to let go in this connection and to relax into it because of this. And you're trying your best to sort of navigate the situation emotionally, but I think that you're having a difficult time. You're experiencing a lot of sadness or regret, or heavy feelings having to do with disappointment or guilt. So depending on the kind of connection that this resonates with, depending on the person that you thought of, then the sadness that you're getting from this connection, or the disappointing feelings, I would say matches the sort of relationship that this is. So it depends if this is a friendship, if this is a romantic connection, or if this is having to do with family. The disappointments that you're feeling depends on that. What I can say though is that you're still hopeful about things, despite going through this challenging period. I think maybe because this is a connection that has been around for some time, and again, this could apply to any sort of relationship, whether that's family, friends, or a romantic relationship. And since this is a long established connection, it might be difficult to let go of this connection. It might be difficult to simply walk away from this. If this is family, then you might even feel that it is difficult or near impossible to walk away from this, because you're always going to be related to the same people. That's not something that you can change. You're dealing with these heavy emotions right now, but I think that you're holding out hope that things will work out here, and that somehow you will overcome these challenges, and that you'll find your way. But I would say that right now, with these heavy emotions that you're carrying, you might feel alone in this situation. Now, what are the good things that make you feel secure in this relationship? So we have the Queen of Wands, clarified by Temperance. So I think what makes you feel the most secure about this connection is that when your person does give you time and attention, that time and attention is whole. It's all for you. It is dedicated. So I'm getting that when things are good, things are really good. If this is a father figure, then I would say they're very supportive. You might be spoiled in this connection. They give you guidance. They're protective of you. This doesn't have to be a father. This could, of course, like if you only have your mom or you have two moms, a woman can have both feminine and masculine energy. So this could also apply to them. It depends who you thought of when you picked the pile. Now, if this is a romantic connection, then the same thing would apply. Even in a friendship, the same thing would apply, in that this person, when things are good, things are really good in this connection. They give you dedicated time. If they commit to spending the day with you, then that entire day is all for you. They're probably not going to give attention to anyone else. They're not going to leave you to take care of anything else. They're going to put the phone down and ignore other calls. It's just focused. It's focused time and attention. And I think that this is something that you really appreciate. You appreciate the quality time that this person spends with you. So you also appreciate their support. You appreciate their protectiveness. You appreciate how when you do get that focused time with this person, everything feels perfect, everything feels heightened, everything feels very positive. You feel that you are the only one, you feel that you're special, you feel valued. I think most of all, you feel valued. And I think that this person can sometimes really have a hold on your emotional stability. Not because this is something that they're doing deliberately. I think it's because you enjoy this person's energy so much that sometimes you rest your emotional stability on them. You might draw positive energy from them, especially if you're lacking that in yourself, and on your own you're not able to give yourself that, or you struggle with giving yourself that. You might use this person as a way for you to balance yourself. So I think it really makes you feel secure to have this person at all, for them to be present in your life at all, because when they do choose to show up, or when they do have the time and the energy to show up, you know that you can really rely on them to give you that focused attention that you enjoy and that you feel that you deserve. Part of what also helps you to feel secure in this relationship is that, again, this person might give you support, or they might give you guidance. And when you're around this person, things are clearer, and it could be that your emotions are clearer around this person. Things are more positive. Things make more sense. You don't feel lost. You don't feel confused. You don't doubt yourself. This person puts you in a really good place mentally and emotionally. And if you are lost in life, like in terms of career or with what you want to do in general, I think that this person also helps to guide you, and you feel that opportunities are open to you because of this person, or that you feel that around this person you see yourself as someone completely capable of anything, someone who has a lot of potential, because this is the way that this person sees you. Now, let's look into what difficulties or problems are affecting your peace of mind in this relationship. So, first off, we have the Nine of Swords, and it's clarified by the Knight of Wands. So, what difficulties or problems are affecting your peace of mind in this relationship? I think that when you sense that this person is absent in the relationship, in that they might be giving their time and focus and attention to someone else, you again lose your stability within yourself. You kind of lose yourself emotionally. This might be very difficult for you to experience a lot of heavy negative emotions, doubts towards yourself when this person is not around. Again, I'm getting that you might rest your emotional stability on this person. So this person, their life cannot revolve around you. So when they're not around, it might be difficult for you to be there for yourself and to be the only one that's there for yourself. I think that you're aware of this and that you try to resist it, and that you try to manage yourself emotionally. For some of you, you might be dealing with some mental health or personality disorders, so it's doubly challenging because I would consider, like personally, I would consider that like as a like sort of a disability. So because you're suffering from this, you need more care compared to other people, or you might need more support compared to other people to deal with everyday things. So without this person, you might feel that you don't have that support that you need, and this might be very difficult for you to deal with. And I think the biggest problem in this situation that robs you of your peace of mind is that because you're aware of this and you're trying to work on it, but at the same time it might not be something that you have total control over. You might be afraid that you'll always need this person, or that you'll always depend on this person, or that this person will not always be around, and that's something that might add to your fears and to your doubts and to your anxieties. So I think that you want to trust in this person and continue to enjoy what you do from this connection that you are getting from this person, but at the same time, I think that you want to be independent of them, and whatever it is that you're going through here that is really heavy, if this is not something, if this is not like a disorder that can't be taken away, and this is a circumstance in your life that could end, I think that you're wanting to finally get to the end of this, and that you're wanting a bit of independence from this person. You don't always want to rely on them. And if you are going to have to go through something like this in the future, like a similar heavy, difficult, challenging experience, then you don't want to always have to rely on this person because, again, part of your fears is that they're not always going to be around. Now, what is it that you can do to feel better and more at ease in this relationship? So, first off, we have the High Priestess, and it is being clarified by the Nine of Wands. So, what is it that you can do to feel better and more at ease in this relationship? So, if emotionally things are quickly switching from positive to negative for you, quickly or in extreme ways, you're wanting to sort of find your balance and for things to lean more towards a positive direction. And I'm getting that for some of you, if this is a circumstance that is temporary and within your control, then again, you're wanting to hold out hope. You're wanting to find your balance. I think you're just trying to understand that this is a temporary thing that you're going through. It could serve as a learning experience. And it is exhausting to have to go through this, especially if this is something cyclical. If you're having to go through this over and over, I can understand why this is very difficult for you to handle emotionally, and this is difficult for you to have to overcome over and over, especially if you have a disorder that's kind of like I don't know the word, kind of like a disability. It's like whatever people normally have to deal with, you have to deal with that. You get like a double challenge. So it's difficult to have to go through that over and over, especially if you have like that disability. Sorry, I don't know another word that I could use. But I think that you're just trying to take things one step at a time. You're trying to be understanding of and forgiving of yourself. I think that you're wanting to have a balanced approach to the situation. You're not wanting to put a lot of pressure upon yourself because already the process itself is exhausting for you. And I think that you're just wanting to accept things as they are and to try and work through things the best that you can and to try to learn from the situation whatever lessons you can take out of it. So I would say that already you are taking a balanced approach towards the situation. What else do I see here? I think that you're trying to deal with things on your own. You're trying your best to move about and solve things and to deal with things without always relying on your person. I'm getting here that you're trying to push through. You're trying to be more resilient. You're trying to be your own cheerleader. I'm getting that you're practicing practicing this little by little, that you trust that eventually it'll have the sort of ripple effect that as you continue to practice this, you'll get more and more used to it, and it'll become easier and easier for you to handle things by yourself without depending so much on this person. And I'm not getting any anger or resentment from your side. If your person is focused on their other relationships, let's say that, again, let's use the example of the father figure. Let's say that your father's life cannot completely revolve around you, and that you have siblings too. And so he's wanting to be present for everyone. So I think that from what I see right now, I think that you're approaching things in a balanced way, that you're just trying to be understanding of the situation. I don't see any anger on your side. Instead, I see patience, understanding, and a willingness to try and handle things on your own. When it comes to your person, the trust is still there. So if this is a romantic connection, and there is a third party, I wouldn't say that it is necessarily another person. And if it is another person, then it could be that there are other people in your person's life that is taking away their time and attention. Maybe they're having to take care of family. Maybe they're more busy with work. Maybe you and your person have children and they have to focus on them too. Or if it's not people, then circumstances, things in their life that are taking away their time and attention can be projects. They might be in school, again, work. There's just so many examples. So whatever this is, you are completely aware of it. I can see you being completely aware of what this quote-unquote third party is. And in all these cards, I don't see you being angry with your person. So I would say that it isn't likely that it is like a cheating situation that's going on here. I would say that it's more likely that you have a secure relationship with whoever this person is, and they have a good effect on you and a good influence in your life. And it's just that there are some things going on that are taking this person's time and energy and attention away from you, that's not even meant to hurt you. And you're trying to be understanding of that, and you're just trying to take things one day at a time, and trying to be there for yourself as best as you can. And you're trying to exercise the way that your person treats you towards yourself. So if your person treats you with a lot of love and respect and patience, if your person serves as a constant for you and as your biggest cheerleader, then you're trying to exercise that towards yourself, and you're trying to be as compassionate as you can be towards yourself, because this is something that you might really need right now, especially if you've been with this person for a very long time and depended on them for a very long time, especially emotionally. Now, before we close this reading, I want to pull some oracle cards. So I have these two decks that I got recently, and I'm wanting to pull one card from each that'll answer what you can learn from this relationship to feel more peaceful in your life overall. So with this one, let's pull one card. So we have Nourish Your Temple. with this one, we have, when I see good in others, I acknowledge it out loud. So, what is it that you can learn from this relationship to feel more peaceful in your life overall? So, with Nourish Your Temple, I think this is about practicing self love, self compassion, and treating yourself the way that your person treats you. So, if your person treats you in a very positive way, then you're wanting to do this to yourself. Instead of keeping yourself in this Nine of Swords energy and being a victim to it. So you're wanting to take charge. And something that you can learn from this relationship is that the way that your person treats you, especially if they are treating you incredibly positively, is the way that you deserve to be treated by default. So this is something that you should be exercising, and I think that this is something that you're already trying to do based on the cards. I think there are different ways that you can nourish yourself. So this could come in a variety of ways, and I think that you can figure out what that is by listening to your body. So we can see here that she is completely in touch with her body. So try to listen to your body and feel from there what it is that you need. So if you're needing more positive self-talk, if you're needing to meet your basic needs, like for example, you might be exhausted, you might need sleep, you might need to feed yourself healthier foods or to feed yourself at all. You might need to spend more time in nature. Whatever it is that you need here, this is something that is totally within your control. And this would benefit you a lot. And it might also help you to find clues in the way that your person treats you. So what are the things that your person does that makes you feel safe, that makes you feel happy and secure? This is something that you can also exercise towards yourself. And then with when I see good in others, I acknowledge it out loud. I think what I'm getting here is that you have to acknowledge what it is that your person does for you and then apply that to yourself. And then not just that, but you have to acknowledge what persons outside of your connection do for you, or what you observe others doing for the people that they love, and then you can try to exercise that towards yourself as well. And finally, it might be good to take a look at what it is that you do for your person and what it is that you do for others that that is coming from a place of love, and then you have to acknowledge that and exercise it towards yourself as well. So if you're not already doing that, it would help to treat yourself the same way that you treat others. So that is everything that I'm getting. I think I will end the reading here. Thank you so much, pile number 3, for watching this reading all the way through. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like. That way I know that you want to see more videos just like this. Subscribe to enjoy regular tarot readings, and let me know in the comments what you'd like me to explore next. Share how this reading resonated with you. I would love to hear your thoughts. I appreciate your time and attention. I will see you in the next one. Hello, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. If you picked this Ace of Swords, as well as this stone, then this reading is for you. So I chose the Ace of Swords because my goal in this reading is to help you find clarity in your situation. Now, let's start by pulling out 4 cards. So I want to pull out a card to answer 4 questions that I had prepared for this reading. And then we'll also pull a clarifying card for each. So the first one is about how you feel about this connection. This one is about the good things about this relationship that make you feel secure. This is about the difficulties or problems that are affecting your peace of mind in this relationship. And this is about what you can do to feel better and more at ease in this relationship. And we will pull a card to clarify each. And then we can start the reading. So, how do you feel about this connection? Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups, clarified by the Six of Coins. Now, what are the good things about this relationship that make you feel secure? We have the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Four of Cups. What difficulties or problems are affecting your peace of mind in this relationship? We have Temperance, clarified by the Two of Cups. And what can you do to feel better or more at ease in this relationship? We have the Two of Coins, clarified by the Knight of Wands. Okay, so I just wanted to see all the cards. I think I also did this with pile 2 because I didn't want to jump to conclusions here. Just because there's an Eight of Cups doesn't mean it's automatically about moving on from someone. But we'll see as we go through the reading. So definitely what I feel here is that there have been some disappointments in this connection. You might be entering a challenging period in this connection. I think that there are some heavy experiences rooted in the past that you're wanting to move on from. It could be that things were not easy between you and this person before, and you might have had a lot of fights or misunderstandings. You might have felt very different from your person before. This might still be true now, but I'm getting that there is a huge difference between you and your person in the past. And it could even be that you or this person exist within a group dynamic wherein you feel that you might be the odd one out. So if this is a work connection, if this is a friend group, if this is family, I'm getting that it exists in these kinds of dynamics. If you and your person, this person that you're thinking of, if you and this person are in a romantic relationship, then it could be that the romantic relationship started out within a group dynamic. So you and your person could have met through friends or through work. So the point is that starting out, things were not really perfect between you and this person because of these stark differences. So if you feel that you're the one who's the odd one out, then I will read it in that way. But if it turns out that it's your person that's the odd one out in the relationship, then just try to match that, because just to make the reading simple, I will be describing it as you. So again, starting out, things were not easy in this connection. Again, there were some big differences. It could be that you entered this group dynamic feeling that you were different from everybody else compared to this person who was more loved and appreciated and respected. So that might have been a challenge in the beginning of this connection, or this might have been a challenge rooted in the past, and you're wanting to move away from that. But I think that because this is a difficult transition, you're having to go through it alone, and you're having to bear that burden by yourself. And this might be something that is causing a bit of distance between you and this person. You might be going through a lot of heavy emotions by yourself. You might be having to process a lot of heavy thoughts and old feelings that you might not want to share with this person in order to protect them. So, what are the good things? Sorry about the noise. So, what are the good things about this relationship that make you feel secure? What I'm getting is that this is a very difficult relationship for you. And again, I'm getting the sense that this is existing within a group dynamic. You really feel like the odd one out. You really feel that this is a challenging experience. This might be something that deeply impacts your self-esteem, and you're not wanting to share this with the group. You're not wanting to confront an entire group of people about this. So you might often feel alone in this struggle. But I think part of what makes you feel secure in this connection is this conflict itself. So this conflict is making you want to withdraw, and because you're not wanting to share this struggle with other people in the group, probably to avoid confrontation or misunderstandings, you're having to process all of these things by yourself. And I think that you are growing a lot through this process, because you're having to process all of these difficult, heavy thoughts and emotions by yourself. You're growing a lot in silence, and you're coming to a deeper understanding of yourself. And there might be some pride on your side because of this process, and because you're able to sort of survive this process on your own. So I'm getting that by going through this experience, by going through this challenging experience within this group dynamic, and going through the difficult emotions that have to go with you feeling like you are the odd one out in this connection, you're kind of withdrawing yourself, and in that process gaining something positive out of it still. And what that is becoming more connected with yourself and your thoughts and your emotions, understanding yourself better. Through this withdrawal, you are growing a lot as a person, and you are doing that without having to have an audience for it. So you are growing in silence. I'm getting this is a slow and gentle process. You're doing this quietly. It is not being done with resentment. This is a difficult process for you to have to deal with by yourself, but I'm getting that you are not exercising any anger or hostility towards this group or towards this person. Honestly, what I'm feeling here is that you might find it difficult to separate this person from this group, or you might not even be thinking of one person. You might be thinking of an entire group. So you might be thinking of family in general, workmates in general, schoolmates, or you're thinking of a person that, again, you cannot separate from this group dynamic. Now, what are the difficulties or problems that are affecting your peace of mind in this relationship? So again, I'm getting that feeling that this is happening within a group dynamic, and part of the difficulties have to do with dealing with so many different people or so many different personalities all at once. So either this is hitting different aspects of the self, and you're having to grapple with a lot of different emotions and different thoughts, and you're unpacking all of these things one by one, and sometimes it can get overwhelming or confusing. Or you're having to deal with different people, all with different personalities, all with different emotions and opinions. And this is, again, something that's not easy to deal with. It can get overwhelming and confusing as well. So it's either one or the other, or even both, which could be doubly challenging. Despite these difficulties, I think that you're trying your best to face this challenge head on. And you're wanting to bring harmony, not just within the self, but with this person and with this group as well. So you're wanting to reach an understanding here. You're not wanting to leave this group. You're not wanting to leave this person. But you're wanting to leave behind these difficult thoughts and emotions that are not really serving you and are actually just detrimental to the way that you view yourself or the way that you feel about yourself. If these people have very strong opinions about you, they have different opinions about you, I'm getting that you're not wanting to absorb all of that. And as much as possible, you're trying to view things, you're trying to be discerning about the situation. You're trying to be discerning about everybody's mixed opinions or mixed emotions. And you're just trying to approach things in a balanced way as much as possible. And you're wanting to get something positive out of this, whether that's strengthening your connection with this person or with this group of people, or if it's just understanding something about yourself and something about this person and these people. So either you're just coming to a deeper understanding about something, and this is going to help with your emotions, and you're going to be functioning with this person or within this group with a different perspective, with a more balanced perspective. Or you're wanting to take concrete action here that will bring harmony within your connection with this person, with yourself, and with these people. What else can I see with regards to any problems affecting your peace of mind here? I'm getting this feeling that sometimes you might feel misunderstood, and that the little things that you do, even though they're coming from a positive place, might be misread. Mostly because of how different you are from this person in this group. But I think you're wanting to be seen, and you're wanting for your words and your actions to be filtered or seen more fairly. You want to be given the benefit of the doubt. You want to be understood. And when it comes to what you can do to feel better and more at ease in this relationship, what am I getting? I think that you might be having a difficult time trying to decide whether you should confront these people. You might be afraid of how that is going to be received, because of course if it's not received positively, and it leads to you just being completely misread and misunderstood still, then you might find yourself alone and without anyone with you. But what I'm getting here, that you can do is, it might help you first to understand that if you do confront these people or this person, then a lot of things can happen. One is, if you're not thinking of just one person, if you're thinking of an entire group, then by confronting this group, you will see who it is that is willing to understand you, or to come to some sort of compromise, or to come to some sort of middle ground. So these people might not necessarily agree with you, but at least they're willing to see things from your perspective. And another thing I'm getting is that there's something here about considering both sides and taking something from each side. So if there's a difference here in perspective, if there's a difference here in opinions, then there are people within this group that will be willing to meet you in the middle. So again, the same idea that they might not totally agree with you, but some of these people might be willing to compromise, because while they want to be happy, they want you to be happy too. So it's not going to be everyone, but there will be some people in this group. Now, if this is one person and they are like the leader of the pack, then I'm getting that if you do confront this person, and I'm sensing that you're afraid to confront this person, if you do confront them, then you will feel alone, but you won't be entirely alone, because you might be surprised at either this person trying to meet you in the middle, or if it's not going to be this person, then other people in the group that you think they have full control over are going to meet you in the middle, and are going to try to understand you and where you're coming from, or you'll find that in some ways they do already agree with you and share your perspective. Now, let's get some oracle cards to close this reading. So I have these two new decks that I want to use, and I just want to pull a card from each to look at what you can learn from this relationship to feel more peaceful in your life overall. So the first one is clear your energy field. And with this other deck, what is it that you can learn from this relationship to feel more peaceful in your life overall? So we have, I celebrate my progress. Awareness, not perfection, is the goal. So I think this pretty much confirms everything that we just read. So again, what is it that you can learn from this relationship to feel more peaceful in your life overall? So with clear your energy field, I think it's important to sort of, how do I describe this? It's important to kind of push away unnecessary thoughts and emotions that might be clouding your judgment. So again, you're wanting to approach this situation or this connection in a balanced manner. And I think that you're already doing that. So earlier we saw that you are withdrawing yourself from the situation and trying to calmly and carefully understand things here and to understand yourself. So when it comes to any indecisions that you may have about confronting this person or this group, it might help you to do the same. You might have to withdraw, and right here it says clear your energy field. So for some of you, you can practice this wherein you light up sage and try to do some meditation to sort of center yourself before you try to think about things. But first, for those of you who are not into that, it might just help to find some sort of way, again, to clear your mind, to ground yourself, to rid yourself of any unnecessary negative thoughts and emotions that might be clouding your judgment, so that you can see things from a more balanced lens. And by doing that, you can come to an understanding of what it is that you need to do here. So especially if you're trying to decide whether or not to confront this group or this person, this is not something that you want to approach impulsively. You'll want to think about this. You'll want to think about the pros and cons of this, how confronting them might affect you, or how not confronting them, of course, might affect you. And if possible, if you're going to confront them, then you will want to think about how exactly you're going to do that in a way that isn't hostile and will end with everybody taking away something from it, something positive from it. So not everyone may agree with you, but at least best case scenario, people will walk away from it thinking about things. So I read somewhere that one of the biggest compliments you can receive from someone is not "you are right," but the biggest compliment is "you made me think." So you don't need to have these people, all of these people agreeing with you, but if they're at least willing to try and understand where you're coming from, that's already a big step. Likewise, on your side, you cannot control how people will think and feel, and it might be important to understand that and to accept the limits of where people are willing to meet you. Now, with I celebrate my progress, awareness, not perfection is the goal, I feel like this really ties in with the whole reading and is just a huge confirmation of what it is that you need to take from all of it that we saw here, all of these things that we saw here. So again, awareness, not perfection is the goal. So you might not get exactly what it is that you hope for in this situation, but the best thing that you can get is you being aware of your side, being more aware of theirs, and these people or this person being more aware of your side as well. So it's about exercising consideration and trying to see things from the other person's perspective, and also trying to be considerate of how it is that you're viewing things if you're doing that in a balanced manner. So again, you don't have to get everything that you want, but if these people are kind of willing to meet you in the middle, or at least to understand where you're coming from, that's still a good thing. That's still a win. So that is everything that I'm getting, and I think I will end the reading here. Thank you so much, pile number 4, for watching this reading all the way through. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like. That way I know that you want to see more videos just like this. Subscribe to enjoy regular tarot readings, and let me know in the comments what you'd like me to explore next. Share how this reading resonated with you, because I would love to hear your thoughts. I appreciate your time and attention. I will see you in the next one.